for smoking dope in the locker room after the South Kakalaki game. So, I mean, they might have as much trouble fielding a team as Auburn will.
Well, I don't think all ours. Since Tall Boy ain't playing quarterback anymore, hopefully doesn't anymore. Our luck may change a little bit. We might get Western Kentucky.
Maybe so, James.
I'm pulling for more than that. Obviously, I got one now for you.
Yes, sir.
Quit. Anyway, what it is, I've been listening to and watching these Hewitt games and on that TV network they got, and I'm gonna tell you, that coach up there, he was one of Gus's boys, I think.
He was.
Gus had 3 of them, and I think he was the third one because I know Rhett Lashley. And then there's a guy that's still coaching up there at Springvale Baptist, where they started off with Gus. His kid is something else. I mean, he's thrown for like 2,500 yards, run for about 1,400, and had a real high passing percentage, completion thing. I really, what a surprise. I think he's a junior this year, and he's not real big. He probably weighs 175, but he really knows how to. He's a coach's boy. You can tell it.
Right.
But you're right about that. That deal with Hoover and Thompson, we just got to beat them. I mean, that's it. They got good teams. We got a good team, but so far they've managed to, one way or the other, beat us a point. Sometimes they beat us 2 touchdowns. We have beat them. I think we beat Hoover the year before last or somewhere back in there. But anyway, y'all just have a good week. And Britt, the dadgum, that guy's 3 days in a row now. You better watch him up there in Birmingham.
3 days in a row. Hey, we got this thing rolling now, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We maybe old Luke can wait for a cheaper interest rate before he buys that station.
He's bucking for a raise.
Chimpanzee to run it for.
Hey, James, thank you, buddy.
Thank you, James.
Thank y'all.
Caller, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Guys, how y'all doing tonight?
Terry, what's up, buddy?
Hey, y'all were doing good. I hope y'all were sharing stories. I feel prompted to tell y'all a story. I recently moved here to Auburn, and both of you know that I'm blind, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay. I was in Walmart last week, and the little girl was helping me do some shopping. A little lady at work there, and the guy walked by and said, "Man, can you move your buggy while I get by?" I said, "I'm blind." He said, "What does that mean?"
What?
What?
He said, "What does that mean?" I told him I was blind. He's like, "What does that mean?" He's about 21, 22 years old.
What does that mean?
Yeah, that just blew. That just boggled the mind. It just boggled the mind.
Good.
You can't Google it or look it up on the iPhone. They don't understand it.
Well, if boy, I don't
know how you don't understand that.
I don't know how you get that one. I mean, if you have no schooling, yeah, but that's wild.
I'm not surprised about anything in this world anymore, though.
For the younger generation, that's what I'm saying. If you can't push it on a button or Google it or do it on the phone, they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to accept nothing like that. So it didn't bother me. I'm just like,
we literally live in zombie nation now.
Yeah. And then stupidity is, what is the old saying? Idiots can be educated, crazy can be medicated, but you can't fix stupid.
That's right.
That's it, no doubt about it.
Guys, I wish that Auburn fans would quit saying if Brian Harsin wins out, we could keep him another year. First of all, he's not winning out. Second of all, he's not going to be there next year, I hope and pray. They're not stupid enough to give him. Second of all, it's not about wins and losses. It's about the overall direction of the program. And, Brad, why is Brian Harsin still there? Do they fear that Keyshaw and Schmetting are going to go with him and leave him 3 coaches short on the staff?
I can see a positive to that.
Yeah, ain't no doubt. I don't know why that'd be a negative. But anyway, I think it's probably because of something like that. And just, I think Luke brought up a good point earlier, sticking an interim coach in there, not having an AD. A lot of things culminating to the fact that you don't want to feel some pressure to have to keep somebody that might win 2 or 3 games at the end of the year. I'm totally against all that. I think that's all malarkey at the end of the day. You got to go out and find your guy. But I think at this point in time, I think they just feel like, ride it out. Let's get this over with at the end of the year.
Yeah, he was a bad hire. It's just one guy that supported him was Alan Green. He's already out the door. So, nevertheless, it was a bad hire, and I told you from the beginning, I just had a bad feel about this. And guys, I'm gonna go on record and say this: if it's not Sanders, Freeze, or they can somehow convince the coach at Kentucky, Stoops, to come over, it's not a good hire. I don't. This Grimes thing kind of, because I just got the feeling he's going to come in there and say, we're going to run the ball, stop the run, play great defense, be sound kicking game. Well, that worked in 1982, but it ain't going to work in 2022. And that's the part that scares me the most. Now, I may be completely wrong. I don't know that. But that's just the gut feeling I got. I just think you got a chance to make a splash hire here, and don't mess it up by making a subpar hire. You know, and I'm just afraid that's what they're going to do.
Well, Deion Sanders got the Bo Jackson seal of approval.
Right.
On a very quick interview. I mean, but who knows?
Well, wasn't Charles Barkley all for Turner Gill at one time many years ago?
Yeah. Look.
Say that.
Yeah, that doesn't always equal greatness. I'm right there with you. I'm just saying it was something that happened.
But I'm not going to compare Turner Gill to Deion either, Terry.
No, not even close. Not even close. I mean, the only comparison, they both played football at major schools and were pretty dang good.
Yep.
So that's about the only comparison. But it just blows my mind that we're sitting here on October 25th talking about Brian Harsin is still coach, because first of all, he doesn't want to be there. Second of all, we don't want him there. I've never wanted him there, to be straight and honest. I think you guys know that without me saying it. But it just blows my mind that we're sitting here talking about it. But I do understand the logistics of it. That you don't want to fire a coach during the year. You want to make an AD. But by the way, I don't know what in the world the hiring of an AD has to do with a coach. You don't really believe that a coach answers to an AD in many places, do you?
No, they probably don't. I mean, if the coach is good enough, I mean, they sort of are the de facto AD. Mm-hmm. But I feel like if you are an AD worth your salt, you're going to want to at least have the appearance of having some power.
Right.
You know, look, for Mal Moore, look, let's say this. You know, if Mal Moore probably knew, okay, Nick Saban is more powerful than me. If Nick Saban wanted me gone tomorrow, I'd be gone tomorrow. But also give Mal Moore his due. He's the one that said, he flew down to Miami and said, I'm not getting on the plane without you. So, I mean, you either get on the plane or we both just live here,
right.
I guess. Right. And so he did something. Now, he didn't have to do much after that. But I think that's where you want an AD, is to at least have the wherewithal to want to be involved in the hiring process.
Yeah, I respect what you're saying. I think you're spot on, but I just think they're putting on a major sales job there. I don't think it has that much to do with it, quite honestly. Everybody's going to buy into it. That's fine. Again, it's like I just think if they make the right hire. Now, if they go and hire somebody like Grimes, okay, I could see that. The AD's going to have more power. But if you hire Deion Sanders or Hugh Freeze or Mike Stoops, you know, yeah, they're going to have the controlling factor. It's just, you know, get out of my way, let me do my job, that type of thing.
Right,
so,
right.
Guys, I appreciate you.
All
Have a
right,
good night.
Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. We got to get to our top of the hour break. Stay tuned. More Sportz Blitz Live right after this.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau tri-tunes, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Sherry Reese, candidate for Alabama State Senate District 27, showed the ultimate devotion to her country and her community, serving 24 years in the Army, willingly putting her life on the line to protect yours. Sherry Reese stands ready to engage on the political issues that matter to you and is equipped to deal with the challenges our communities face. Service, community involvement. On November 8th, put some boots on the ground. Vote Sherry Reese for Alabama State Senate.
Forbes Auto Sales, located on Highway 280 in Kellyton, is all about selection and service. Selection of clean, sharp used cars, trucks, and SUVs selected by Robert Forbes himself. Service. Forbes Auto Sales is all about servicing vehicles on the lot, but also servicing your personal vehicle. Keep this in mind. If you don't see what you're looking for on the lot, just tell old Robert to go shopping for you. That's what he does. Personal service, and that's what it's all about at Forbes Auto Sales in Kellyton.
The same professionals you've trusted with your urgent care is now your primary health provider, Main Street Family Care. We provide annual physical exams as well as monitoring health conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, asthma, and more. All major insurances accepted, Medicaid, Medicare, and have self-pay options to accommodate everyone. See us in Alex City, just across from Walmart. Your care is our primary concern.
Main Street Family Urgent Care. Heal better, feel better fast.
Why is Sarah Automotive Group on Highway 280 in Sylacauga the place for the best deals on your new ride? 3 compelling reasons. 1. With 3 full new car dealers on one lot, you get the best in comparison and incentives on Fords, Hondas, and Nissans. Unmatched selection. 2. Sarah pays over market value for your trade to maintain East Central Alabama's best pre-owned vehicle selection and sale. And 3. The Sarah Automotive price won't be beat and delivers lower payments and huge value on your next buy. Shop online or on Highway 280 in Sylacauga.